Formal teams are created and chosen and officially designated to solve a particular problem in an organization. When creating these teams, it's really important to think about the skill sets of each individual on the team to stimulate creative and innovative thoughts. These may be permanent or temporary, and they also vary in size and composition. Informal groups, on the other hand, do not have any assigned purpose or endorsement. These may include friendship or interest groups, such as recreational sports teams or a Bible study group, for example.
A social network analysis is done to identify the informal structures and embedded social relationships that are present in an organization. Cross-functional teams are teams that consist of members from different functions, work units, or departments. Problem-solving teams, on the other hand, are those that are set up to deal with a specific problem or opportunity. The problem with functional silos occurs when members of one functional team fail to interact properly with members of other functional teams. There are also some advantages and disadvantages that come with self-managing teams. What's good is that they are empowered to make decisions for themselves and are very independent. They also don't need a lot of supervision from management. The downside is that they can get off track fairly easily and can end up doing work that is not what management was looking for. Multi-skilling is when team members themselves are each capable of doing different jobs. Advantages and disadvantages of virtual teams are very numerous. One advantage is that they can work together on their own time and don't need to be in the same place physically. However, because of this, it is difficult to make sure that everyone is contributing when the team is not together in person. There is also always the risk of a team member's technology not working. The three main components of effective teams are high levels of task performance, member satisfaction, and team viability. Synergy is the creation of something that, as a whole, is greater than the sum of its parts.
Social loafing is the tendency of people to work less hard in a group setting than they would work individually. Social facilitation theory is a theory that suggests that working in the presence of others creates an emotional arousal or excitement that stimulates behavior and positively affects performance. The 5 stages of team development include forming, where the team gets to know each other, storming, where the team deals with tensions and dividing up group tasks, norming, where the team builds relationships and works together, performing, where the team's relationships mature and they perform other tasks, and finally adjourning, where the team disbands. The TE, or team effectiveness equation, is that team effectiveness equals the quality of inputs multiplied by the difference between process gains and process losses. The fundamental interpersonal relations orientation theory identifies differences in how people relate to one another in groups based on their needs to express and receive feelings of inclusion, control, and affection. It suggests that teams whose members have compatible needs are likely to be more effective than teams whose members are more incompatible. The diversity consensus dilemma is the tendency for diversity to make it more difficult for team members to work together, more so in the early stages of team development, despite the fact that diversity can actually expand the skills and perspectives available for problem solving.